Hey everybody, welcome to this week's show. This week I'm going to take you back to Sheboygan County, Wisconsin, where we're going to go on another turkey hunt with the Learn to Hunt program they hold there. Again this year I'm teamed up with Bruce and he had some birds pegged. So I went over a day early, we got things set up, but as the saying goes, the best laid plans of mice and men go awry. And that's what happened. Again and again and again. All within the first hour and 15 minutes. We did a little running, we did a little strategizing, hopefully we get in a little shooting. Let's head over to Sheboygan County, Wisconsin and see how this all plays out.
Where would you like to see this other decoy? Up here on the lane?
Wherever you want to put it. It does not matter to me where you, because I'll be able to cover.
I'm just thinking behind that tree, because that way if that bird's on either side of it, she can blast, because
right,
the tree's going to protect my decoy.
Well, here we are. It is the 2025 Learn to Hunt, and we're back at it again. I got Bruce here, and you've seen us do this in other years, but I think we're outdoing ourselves this year. We like to get in on close under the birds. Well, we can't get much closer than we are right now, right, Bruce?
We are, 40 yards, 30 yards from the roost.
30.
As they were last night, but it's worked for me in the past, so we're going to try it again. Right now we got 2 toms and about 7 hens that show up every day. They've been roosting in the same spot the last few weeks. So we're going to give this a whirl. Got a young lady out tomorrow morning, and her first time, and we're going to try to get her a bird. But hopefully today or tomorrow we do what they're supposed to do and come down to our decoys. This morning they flew out to a little green area above our blind, but we don't have permission to be out there, so we're going to hope to convince them to come in by our setup and try it that way.
Do we want to be in the blind at 4?
I would say we're trying to be in the blind by 4.
In the blind or down here setting up at 4?
In the blind.
In the blind at 4.
Just because we are so close to that roost. I rake a path in just to make it as quiet as possible, move all the sticks. But yeah, I make the student get up early and get out here early.
So we're kind of hoping, like you said, that bird's going to just drop down in here and say hello tomorrow morning, and then we'll put them back to bed for good. Right? And just so you know, this is our first setup. Sounds like we're going to have a couple more blinds, a couple more
options. Put 2 more options up yet today yet, so stay tuned.
This segment brought to you by Scenic Bluffs Outfitters, North Central Wisconsin's guide service for fish, deer, turkey, bear in Zone C and E, and now Wisconsin elk hunts too. By Tree Stand and Ladder Stand Buddy, the safest way to put up your lock-on and ladder stands. And by Pete Shoe Dryer, helping keep your shoes, boots, and accessories dry and odor-free since 1968. All feet love Pete. it's opening morning, we're in the blind by 4, and as you can hear, there's sleet hitting the roof. That just adds insult to injury, since last night when we went to put the birds to bed, we saw the 2 toms in the tree we expected them to be in, and then they flew off. Bruce and I looked at each other like, what the heck just happened? But after discussing it, we figured this might actually work in our favor. As late as it was, they weren't going to go far, and they were going to want to get back to the hens. The sleet didn't last long, and it hardly cracked light, and the boys were singing to the girls. Now these birds were right behind us. We didn't have any windows open that way because we couldn't shoot in that direction anyways, and I only had one camera facing back towards the blind. That camera never picked up the birds, and I couldn't get them on film. We were kind of hoping that by Bruce moving the decoy, we could draw them into the decoy setup, but the birds just ended up skirting around behind us and going up on the hill.
See him. Julie, straight behind us, right? Straight behind us, right? Right now, I think that's our best bet because that's a routine for them. What do you think, Lee?
This segment brought to you by Vortex Optics. Quality, affordable optics with an unconditional lifetime warranty. By Interlock Broadheads, American-made mechanical and fixed blade broadheads that fly like field points and put your game down fast. And by Paradise Valley Concrete Specialties. Based in Warrens, Wisconsin, they can do all types of flatwork and concrete construction, specializing in stamped and colored patios, sidewalks, and driveways. Today we're going to take a look at a new peat product that came out in the later part of 2024. In the past, you've heard me talk about their portable drying units and how they were good for everyday use, but if you had a wetter pair of shoes or boots, they probably couldn't handle it and you needed a bigger unit to do it. Well, that, my friends, is a thing of the past. We now have the Peat Power Dryer Plus. This is a portable unit with a fan built into it. It's designed to force the warm air from the toe of the shoe or boot out the heel. Now it can handle those wetter situations. Small package, big results. If you'd like to check out these or any of their other fine products, go to peatdryer.com and remember, dry responsibly.
What do you think, Lee?
At this point, we had to take a break to go back and set up for the picnic. The volunteers were already cooking the food, so everybody sat down and ate lunch. Bruce then handed out the door and raffle prizes, and then we had a little time for a group picture, and then it was time to get back to the blind. It didn't take long before we had some visitors.
Is that a window? You're gonna have to stand like this.
Oh, it's gonna be hard.
I know. Or you wanna? I don't think you can sit. I don't think you'll be tall enough.
Right.
I guess.
This segment brought to you by Boning Archery, your archery supply dealer for over 75 years. Reveal Cellular Trail Cams. Scenic Bluffs Outfitters, your hunting and fishing outfitter and land management specialist in north central Wisconsin. And by Paradise Valley Concrete Specialties. Based in Warrens, Wisconsin, they can do all types of flatwork and concrete construction, specializing in stamped and colored patios, sidewalks, and driveways.
You're gonna have to raise the stick. Yep. Okay. The toms are up in the brush. We can't get a shot. You're too far. You ain't shooting until I tell you. 4 yards. Let him come closer. Just relax. Just relax. Big press. Keep using it on the scope.
Jamming right on him.
Okay, just... Which one's he going after? Right now, the one on the left. That's the one she'd have to clear a shot at. Okay.
It's right on him, but I'm not gonna shoot.
Close your left eye. When it comes time, you gotta get your head down on that gun. Just relax. Just relax.
I'm not gonna shoot.
Yep, you ain't shooting until I tell you.
Oh, here's the other one.
You're gonna shoot the one on the left, if anything. He's 44 yards. If you're on him, squeeze the trigger. Lee, are you ready? Squeeze the trigger.
Yeah, because I'm going down. Okay.
The one that's looking at you.
Okay.
Squeeze the trigger. Whenever you're ready. You gotta look at it. You got to
He's moving.
Okay, see the one that's looking straight at you?
Yeah.
The one that's looking straight at you, standing still. That's the one I want you to shoot.
Okay, should I go?
Yep. Yep. Go. 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 That's a death.
Oh my god. Oh. That was fun.
Fun. That was stressful. That's
Now I can
normal.
tell my mom that I shot a bird.
That's normal though. So just yeah, that thing folded like that. My hat.
What are you looking for?
My hat. Sitting on the chair. Welcome back. 2025 Learn to Hunt program with Oriana. We just successfully took her tom. This would be Plan D because we did Plan A, B, and C this morning. Didn't turn out, but now we did Plan D and it worked out. I was glad that she keeps her eyes peeled. She ended up looking out the back corner of the blind and she ended up seeing 2 hens and 2 toms. So we had to do a little hokey pokey in the blind and move some chairs, open up a little window and get the shooting stick ready for her again, but hens stayed where they were, so I was positive the toms weren't going to leave. Finally the toms walked to the left a little bit and we were going to take one shot. Well, then they moved, so we stopped. We waited and waited and waited, and eventually one stuck its head up looking at us, and I told her to take a shot, and she had to breathe a little bit and relax.
Yes, I did.
But she did good. We shot it at 40 yards with her gun, and it was a good day's hunt, and get a chance, take someone out hunting. Thanks.